So, what is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with my Mekk-Knight deck profile for the post Extreme Forces. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and of course guys, as I progress the deck profile, I'll be explaining to you guys some of my card choices and the reason why I play them. And since this deck is a relatively very new deck that just been released in Extreme Forces, I'll be explaining to you guys their effects and what they do and how they function. If you guys want to see deck profiles from the new set, make sure you guys smash that 1,000 plus like button. That'll be absolutely amazing guys. Go down there right now and just smash that thumbs up button guys. Smash, smash, smash. And by the way guys, if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get your Blue Eyes and Sage playmat today. I do free shipping to Canada, USA, international shipping may cost extra. So if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys check my link in the description box below. It will direct you guys to my Facebook page, and that's where you guys can get into direct contact with me to get your playmat today. Mekk-Knight is a new archetype that relies on using columns. So if there are two or more cards in the same column, you can special summon the Mekk-Knight from your hand into that column. So every single Mekk-Knight has the ability to special summon himself from the hands if there are two or more cards in the same column. So it's actually very important for this deck to actually go second. I believe that this deck is more effective going second in my personal opinion, because against your opponent's able to set spell and trap cards, summon a monster, and depending on where they summon specific cards or set cards into a certain column, you can utilize each and every single Mekk-Knight monster to summon themselves into that column for free, which is really amazing. So going second, this deck is far more effective, because going first, you're not going to be doing a lot of things going first. Your opponent has no cards. You can only be basically putting one card in your spell and trap card column, and in this deck you require two or more cards in the same column. So if you have a spell card in your column and your opponent doesn't have a spell or trap card set in their column, you basically can't special summon any of your Mekk-Knight monster from your hand. So this deck guys, I don't really recommend going first with this deck in my personal opinion. Alright guys, start with the monster real quick. We're gonna play of course triple Mekk-Knight Purple Nightfall. This card is absolutely incredible. So every single Mekk-Knight monster has the same primary effect where you can special summon themselves from the hand. If there are two or more cards in the same column, you can special summon that monster into that column, and you can only special summon each Mekk-Knight monster that way using that effect, and they all have amazing secondary effect. Each monster has different effects. So what this card does is that once per turn, which is a quick effect, you can banish one Mekk-Knight monster you control. So you can either banish Purple Nightfall or another Mekk-Knight card you control, banish it until the next standby phase, and then search a Magnight monster directly from the deck to your hand. So this card is essentially an Omega for the deck, where you're able to actually banish any monster on your side of the field to dodge something or anything like that, and at the same time get access to more of your Mekk-Knight cards directly from your deck into your hand, which is really amazing. And it's one of the biggest beaters in the deck. It's a 2500 beater, and I believe that it's one of the best Mekk-Knight monsters in the deck. So you definitely want to play triple Mekk-Knight Purple Nightfall. Next off, you want to play of course triple Mekk-Knight Blue Sky. Okay, triple Magnight Blue Sky. This card is absolutely incredible as well. This card is your reinforcement of the army of the deck. Essentially, these two cards are both royals of the deck. What this card basically does is that if there are two or more cards in the same column, special summon this card to that column, and then depending on the amount of cards your opponent has in that column, you basically get to search up to the amount of cards. You get to add Magnight monsters up to the amount of cards in your opponent's column. So let's say your opponent has a monster and a spell and trap card, and you basically special summon this card to that column. You basically get to search two Magnight monsters directly from your deck to your hand. So Blue Sky literally helps you get your resources to your hand as quickly as possible. And same thing for Mekk-Knight Purple Nightfall as well, because whenever you banish something, you also get to search another card directly from your deck to your hand. Next on, you're going to play, of course, triple Mekk-Knight Indigo Eclipse. This card is absolutely amazing. What this card basically does is that once per turn, you can target one of your Mekk-Knight monsters you control and move it to a different column. So what's really important about this effect is that basically, if you special summon this card, okay, Indigo Eclipse, into a monster zone that has two cards in the column, right? So what you can do is that you can activate Mekk-Knight Indigo Eclipse effect to move itself from that column and move this card to another column, so that way that your Mekk-Knight monsters can be easily summoned from your hand to that specific column with two or more cards in that column. You guys know what I mean? So for example, your opponent has two other cards in this column right here. So in this column right here, your opponent has a monster and a spell and trap card. You summon Mekk-Knight Indigo Eclipse to that column with two or more cards in the same column, activate Indigo Eclipse, move itself to this column right here, and then you can freely special summon cards like Mekk-Knight Blue Sky from your hand to this column, because this column has a monster and also a spell and trap card set. So Indigo Eclipse is actually really important for that purpose, so you can easily special summon more Mekk-Knight monsters from your hand, which is absolutely amazing. So triple Indigo Eclipse, a must-off in the deck. Now off to our one-offs, we're going to play, of course, Mekk-Knight Green Horizon, Mekk-Knight Yellow Star, and last but not least, Mekk-Knight Red Moon. So these all have amazing abilities, and let me explain to you guys their effect real quick. So basically, what Red Moon does is that you can target you can banish one Mekk-Knight monster in your graveyard. I get a monster in the exact same column that Red Moon is in, and then destroy that monster. This card is a monster destruction of the deck. Yellow Star, instead of destroying monster like Red Moon, Yellow Star destroys spell and trap cards on the field, so this card has to be in the exact same column as that spell and trap card that you want to destroy. And last but not least, Mekk-Knight Green Horizon is your recycler of the deck. So any battle involving this card, you basically get to target one Mekk-Knight monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So if a monster is in the exact same column as Green Horizon, Horizon will basically get the ability to basically recycle your Magnight monster from your graveyard back into your hand. For your supporting engine, guys, I am playing Invokes. So I'm playing Triple Alistair, the Invoked. This card is absolutely amazing. Pure Mekk-Knights is only good when we have Security Dragon, because once we have Security Dragon, we're able to play cards like Grinder Golem and basically just loop our link plays and things like that, which is really important. I also try to incorporate Grinder Golem with Alistair and things like that, but it kind of conflicts with the normal summon, because once you activate Grinder Golem, you basically can't normal summon or set. But until we have Security Dragon, I don't believe that the pure build is just too, too good in my personal opinion. But anyways, Alistair is just really important in the deck, because as you guys see, every single Magnight monster in the deck is a light, you know what I mean? And I kind of want to have another normal summon engine of the deck, so Alistair is going to be the only card that you can actually normal summon the deck, so that way that you have access to cards like Makaba. And since this deck is going to be only special summoning all the time, I thought it would be a great idea to actually incorporate the Invoked engine, because Invoked is just really powerful. Cards like Ragin, Makaba, and also banishing problematic monsters in your opponent's graveyard. You guys may disagree with this, but throughout testing, guys, I try to give you guys the most competitive deck out there to try to actually compete in today's metagame. And I believe that, throwing in the splashable Alistair engine and the Invoked engine, it gives this deck, a more of a competitive edge, because you have cards in Makaba. And it's also really good because once you already have 4 monsters on the board with Alistair, you can just make cards like Skull Deep, draw 4, and then activate Invocation, special summon, Makaba from your extra deck, and then just basically go off. So I believe that Alistair is just a really important engine in the deck in my personal opinion. So the Invoke archetype is just really good in this specific deck, because, it's one of the most powerful normal summon engines in the deck, and it doesn't conflict with this deck whatsoever. So Alistair is great. It's off to our hand traps, going second, Maxi. You're playing a going second base deck, so Maxi, double Ash Blossom, and of course double Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre is really powerful against cards like Electromite, and Ash is obviously really good cards against cards like Spiral, Double Helix, and things like that. For more of your going second cards, you want to play cards like Gofu, the Vague Shadow. Gofu is really good. Gofu and Alistair is literally, a Skull Deep, which is really important, and you make Skull Deep, you have Alistair in the graveyard, activate Invocation, and there you go. You draw 4 and you have Invocation, which is really amazing. So Gofu is just really good for that, and it's a really amazing card going second, of course. And you are playing Kaijus in the deck because you're going second base deck. So that's pretty much of the monsters. Let's go off to the spells. Next off for the spells, you're going to play, of course, Double Magical Meltdown. This card is your Alistair Searcher, so you want to get access to Alistair as quickly as possible. And the last field spell you want to play is, of course, Double Royal Legacy Scars. What this card does is that all Magnight monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense, and you can discard one Magnight card to draw 1 card, which is really amazing. So it helps you, discard your dead Magnites in your hand to basically help you try to draw into your combo pieces far more often. So Double Royal Legacy Scars is really good for that. Double Royal Legacy Scars and double Meltdown. And to basically get access to that as quickly as possible, you want to play cards like the Terraforming. Only 1 Terraforming, guys. I don't believe that you should be playing 3 Terraformings in this deck. It's not like an auto-win like Resort. Like, you know what I mean? Like with cards like Spiral Resort, you want to get as quickly as possible because it adds value. But Royal Legacy Scars, it doesn't really change the game. And 1 Terraforming is also very safe to play because, with the upcoming ban list, I am 100% sure that, Terraforming is going to get a hit to 1 regardless. So it's safe to say that you can play 1 Terraforming in the deck. I actually was never going to play this card overall because the field spell isn't really too relevant in the deck. Sometimes if I already have Alistair in my hand, I don't want to see multiple Alistairs in my hand, or I don't want to see multiple Meltdowns in my hand. So you don't want to maximize yourself on playing field spells because these field spells aren't like Resort. You know what I mean? Or it's not like Dragon's Ravine where you can constantly send Destroyer to the graveyard every single turn. But these field spells are important in the deck, but they're not so important that you need to see so many copies of the field spell in the deck. So 1 Terraforming is fine in my personal opinion. Next off, the 1 copy of Royal Legacy Key. Basically, when this card is activated, you can target one of your banished Magnight monster and just add it to your hand. Help you recycle back your banished Magnight monster because you're going to be banishing it off with Invocation off to your fusion spells. Double Invocation, with cards like Alistair is just really good. For obvious reasons, you're playing Invoke, so double Invocation. And last but not least, the 1 Instant Fusion, guys. Instant Fusion is just here because you get access to Raging first turn, and you can get access to Shadow Winda. And Winda can be brought back with the Royal Legacy Trap, which is absolutely amazing, so that way that your opponent can only special summon 1 monster per turn, which is really devastating. So Instant Fusion is just really good for that. And it can also help you bring out Raging, which is really awesome. So 1 Instant Fusion, double Invocation, and 1 Legacy Key. Last but not least, you want to play Double Trade-In. you're playing 6, what's it called, level 8 monsters in the deck, which includes Nightfall, Purple Nightfall, and also Indigo Eclipse, which you can easily send to the graveyard to basically help you draw into more of your combo pieces. And for your going second cards, you want to play, of course, the Regeki and the one Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. You guys don't know how powerful Slumber and also Regeki is in going second base deck. So, and last but not least, guys, I believe this card is actually one of the best trap cards in the deck. Of course, is Triple Roll Legacy Secrets. This card is absolutely phenomenal, guys. When this card is activated, you can target 1 level 5 or higher monster in your graveyard, special eliminate, so the card negates monster effects, which is really, really amazing. So the more Magnights you have on the field, your opponent will basically have their monster effects negated. And also, the fact that you can revive cards like Ragin or also Makaba and things like that is just incredible, especially reviving back with Winda. So you go usually instant fusion, summon Winda, it dies, and then on your turn, on your opponent's turn, flip World Legacy Secrets, revive back Winda, and now your opponent only has 1 special summoning. You know what I mean? So World Legacy Secrets is just really, really powerful in my personal opinion. So triple copies of this, and it also negates monster effect. And the more board presence that you have in Mekk-Knights, the more this card becomes very, very effective. And yeah, this card's a monster reborn with the deck. Off to your extra record, you'll play, of course, the one Mekk-Knight Spectrum Supreme. This card can attack directly if it's the only card in its column. If this card is in the extra monster zone, points to no monsters. It cannot be destroyed by battle by card effect. It cannot be destroyed by card effects, and also your opponent cannot target it with card effects. You can send one other card you control in this card's column to the graveyard to special 1 Mekk-Knight monsters from your deck into defensive position. 1 Underclock Taker, you can actually OTK your opponent with cards like this, which is really awesome. Link Karibo, Proxy Dragon. These cards are in here for cards like Gofu, so that way you can actually help make Skull Dread faster. 1 Firewall Dragon, really good cards. 1 Skull Dread. These cards are just optional cards you guys can actually link summon into. The 1 Decode Talker, 1 Borlo Dragon, 1 Double Makaba right here. Really good cards. The 1 Ragin, you can tutor out this card off Instant Fusion, which is pretty nice. 1 Invoke Akaithis, this card can actually come and handle against rogue decks, especially against frogs, which is really good. 1 Purgatrio, you're playing Ash Blossom in this deck, and your opponent is also playing Ash Blossom as well, so you want to easily just summon this card using their Ash. 1 Invoked Megalanica, and last but not least, the 1 El Shaddai Winda, which you can easily bring out with Instant Fusion and just revive it back with cards like World Legacy Secrets, so that way you can stun your opponent from special summoning multiple monsters, which is really good. So that's pretty much for the deck profile, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. It'll be absolutely amazing, guys. I believe that this version is far more superior than the pure version, of course. That's why I'm showcasing you guys the deck profile. I've been playing testing this deck for quite some time, and this version is the most powerful version right now, currently, before we get Security Dragon and Security Dragon. But other than that, the other version I would suggest you guys to try, if you guys want to play OCG/TCG, is definitely the version where you play Triple Grinder Golem with cards like Venus and also the Shine Balls, so that way you can have access to more of your Link monsters and things like that. But anyways, this version is so far the most competitive version right now. So if you guys have any comments or suggestions, make sure you guys leave it in the comment section below. I'll be sure to check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Sam from Team Sam. Sam signing out. Alright guys, peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'm a key with it. Like, no, this league business.